Hey guys, welcome back to Economics and Comics, the sickest comic book channel on YouTube. Here's the deal. I appreciate you guys giving me time to do the previous video live, which in turn gives me time to do stuff like this. So I'm going to go through all the number ones coming out June 2nd with you right now, so stay tuned. Here we go. I'm going to show you all the number ones coming out June 2nd. There's a lot. So I'm going to preview them with you and everything. Enjoy this video because I think this is something that's needed. And I have time to do it. Here we go. Out of Body number 1. Okay. When Dan Collins wakes to find his life hanging by a thread, he must use astral projection to discover who tried to kill him. Who is this? The beautiful mystic who tries to help him. Why does August Fern want Dan's soul? And what does it have to do with the demon who seems to be Dorian Gray? Cool cover too. Next, Moths number 1. So this is from AWA. Emily Kaya's immense power inside her. However, the moment she taps into a clock starts. She'll have only 6 months to live. As Emily enters into this journey, she contemplates how to use her gifts to bring beauty into the world. The limited time she has to use it. Okay, here we go. Another one. There's like 20, guys. I'm going to go through this real fast. This is great for you. Freak Show number 1. A frozen apocalyptic story in the spirit of Mad Max, Fallout, and Borderlands meets Tarantino. It begins with Bernie, a psychedelic addict surviving in a glacial wasteland. A fight with brutal gunslingers ensues and crazy hallucinations lead our weird hero on a quest to find the whole of truth. That's what we're all after, guys. Yeah, mystical that tells the truth. The only thing we can promise is a lot of death. Next, Everfrost number 1. Now keep in mind, a lot of these could get pushed possibly, but here's all the number ones for June 2nd. Van Louise retired to the ice coast so she could quietly find a way off planet from a world on the wrong side of societal collapse. She biohacks a dead Leviathan to orchestrate passage away into the universe, but her plans are about to get chewed up by a mounting war between the warlords. Violent gatekeepers for the global ruling party and the Bloom, those who risk extinction living out on the water, as well as a family reunion with her son who she hasn't seen since she died in her arms when she was a child. Lots of stuff going on there. Next, Basilisk number 1. Cullen Bunn. Basically, 5 individuals bound by cult-like hive mind. They terrorize small towns with their horrifying supernatural sense-based powers, leaving death and destruction in their wake. One of them breaks free, okay? And someone gets control of that one and makes that one go find and kill the other. So it should be interesting. Next, Apex Legends Overtime number 1. The legend from the Battle Royale video game find themselves pulled together to rescue the city from mad scientists, brutal assassins, and the sudden and sinister group of the Syndicate. The corrupt cabal attempting to fix arena outcomes in their favor. Next, Worst Dudes. This might be a fun book. The book's so dirty it'll turn your other comics yellow. A dirty cop, a drugged-up backup dancer, and an angsty adolescent god. The absolute worst dudes in the galaxy are on a raunch-filled hunt for a missing pop star. It's a hilarious, aggressively weird, willfully vulgar detective story. There you go. Betty Page and the Curse of the Banshee number 1. Friend of the channel, Marat Michael's cover. The pinup queen of adventures back. Utilizing several clues found in an ancient key artifact site in the Middle Americas, McKnight and Betty surmise that the key artifact has been relocated to an ancient burial site in the rural Ireland. They give chase. Next, Vampirilla 1992 one-shot. The 90s, our strange yet dynamic link between the excess of the 80s and the pretentious of the aughts. A time where heroes were born, died, and were reborn again. Blah, 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 blah. Now, in the long year of 1992, Vampirilla finds herself a vampire trapped between not just 2 worlds, but 2 genres. Okay. Next, Lev Gleason Presents number 1, Silver Streak. After 75 years, they're back. The series jump starts with Silver Streak, Season 1. Okay, there's going to be other books. You can see them below. So that'll be interesting. Next, Blackjack Demon #1. Could be interesting. A boy crosses the American Old West in search of the stranger that brutally murdered his father and destroying their family mine. Bent on revenge, the young man soon realizes this simple killer is something much darker. Okay. Heroes Reborn, American Knights #1 could be a new appearance in here. An epic, oversized slugfest between the Squadron Supreme and an otherworldly group of Avengers for the final fate of the whacked-out world of Heroes Reborn. Next, Heroes Reborn Marvel Double Action #1, a tale from the Squadron's past. Years ago, Nighthawk and his trusted partner, the Falcon, patrolled the streets of Washington, D.C. for the vile criminals that lurked in the dark. But that all changes one fateful night. Representing for the first time ever, the night Sam Wilson died. Next, Iron Man Annual #1. You might want to look into this. Iron Man versus Quantum. When Iron Man learns about the strange people who kidnapped and tortured Miles Morales, he has to look into it. What he finds out about the Assessor, and especially Quantum, will shock him and you. Don't miss the in-depth look at some of the coolest new villains and the groundwork laid for the major future Marvel stories. Also in this issue, you got Nick Fury versus Phil Coulson. Okay? Next, Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #1. This is where it all begins, you guys. I don't need to say anything else really about this, except that this book, all these books are going to tie into Star Wars books till October. And only one bounty hunter will be left standing. Next, Trials Loki Marvel Tales #1. Learn the true origin of Loki as we celebrate the legacy of the House of Ideas with Marvel Tales. So basically it's going to tell you Loki 1 through 4. Yep, collecting Loki 1 through 4. Next, Rick and Morty, Rick's new hat #1. When Rick and Morty buy the greatest hat in all the multiverse, this isn't for sale, I'm sorry. It attracts an evil so banal, it says, that even our intrepid adventurers may not be able to stop it. In true comic event tradition, this one features everyone from Rick and Morty to Mr. Poopy Butthole, Pickle Rick, and more. Great crossover, okay? Next, Cherry Blackbird #1. Rockstar Cherry Blackbird sold her soul for fame. Now at 26, time's running short. When she turns 27, she'll be dragged to hell. But Cherry's not one to go quietly. The devil tasks her with collecting 7 demonic souls that have escaped the abyss. If she can do it before her birthday, she'll be released from her eternal pact and spared eternal damnation. It's for 18 or older, and it comes polybagged. I think it'll be interesting. Next, Divine Retribution one-shot. Christine is a guardian angel who has a millennium of faithful service watching and guiding her human charges. She has also spent the time with growing helplessness, quiet frustration, and heartache after countless years of losing her charges to growing evil in the world. Christine finally has enough when her latest charge is slaughtered and decides that something has to be done, so she breaks her one unbreakable rule. No direct comic with humans. Okay? Next, there's a book called Nightmare Before Christmas Mirror Moon #1. They're not showing the cover, but it could be hot, okay? It's from Tokyo Pop. It does say this: Jack Skellington has a nightmare about all of the holiday doors opening at once, but one of that dream comes a fantastic idea to bring Halloween to all the doors. Keep that in mind. Next, Myths and Legends Quarterly Dragon Clan. Spoken as only a rumor and myth, the Dragon Clan was thought to be nothing but a legend. Now, after more than a millennia, they have risen again, more powerful and deadlier than even the legends claimed. We're getting close, guys. We're doing good. Batman The Adventures continues, Season 2, #1. Gotham City's changing. After Mary Hill is killed by a mysterious assailant, Batman finds himself tracking down an ancient order that long buried under the streets of Gotham, the Court of Owls. But what does this group have to gain from the death of Mary Hill, and how can Deadman help the Dark Knight? Next, Crush and Lobo #1. Basically, it's like a space story. Well, you're going to meet her new girlfriend. I think it's a first appearance of her girlfriend. Okay. Next, DC Horror presents The Conjuring the Lover #1. I think it's like those movies. The terrifying debut of the tie-in to The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, begins here, with a story that's bursting at the seams with clues about the new film. Okay? Probably my favorite of the week right here. The Nice House on the Lake, #1. Everyone's who invited to the house knows Walter. This is a James Tynian book, by the way, guys. Well, they know him a little anyway. Some met him in childhood, some met him months ago. Walter's always been a little off, but after the hardest year of their lives, nobody's going to turn down Walter's invitation to an astonishingly beautiful house in the woods. What could go wrong type of thing? It's going to be sick, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. It's Tynian. I just broke down all the #1s for you because I saved myself a day and of course, I'm filming this, okay? I'm filming this on May 22nd. Okay. I haven't even got to the previews day video yet. And this video will drop next week around this time. But because of this being able to do the previews video live, I'm able to do something special for you and do all the #1s video. So I hope you enjoyed this video a lot. Please thumbs up. Tell me what you think about this. And of course, tomorrow will be your tomorrow will be your top 10 video. Let me know what you think about this video, guys. And we'll see you later, okay? Have a great day.